What's up, everybody? Welcome to my YouTube channel, Be on the Plate. I'm your host, Mo, and no, this is not your average food channel. This is food for thought. So I want to take this video in a little different direction. And by the way, every time you see me with this red cup, it doesn't mean that I'm drinking alcohol. No, really, I'm not. Although I should be drinking a little more uh, because this quarantine has me in like a bit of a cocoon. I mean, I've been out and about and I went for a little walk here and there, but that's not substantial enough. It's like here. It comes from here. It's like, you know, all just you start to self-impose on yourself and you start to self-quarantine your mentality, you know, and you kind of like start locking yourself up mentally, and that doesn't sit very well with me. Well, and that leads me to say this. I mean, most of you know I've been incarcerated once for an extensive amount of time, and perhaps this sort of mimics how prison life is and how that sort of was with the whole, you know, when you're on lockdown or when you're on key block or you know, just your program, you know, when I mean you have to be locked in a certain time, you get out at a certain time, and then this child rec program all day, and then it's back to the same routine and the count. And so, you know, this sort of kind of like mimics that a little bit, and it doesn't sit well. Reservations about my life. I have no regrets. It's been quite the roller coaster ride, but it's been fun. It's been fun. And I think the most pleasure that I have gotten out of my life is that I've been able to pretty much set my own path and set my own tone to the course of my life. And whether I've been put in positions where I didn't want to be, or life dealt me with a hand that I didn't necessarily like, I extracted the positives from it and worked with whatever cards I had on my table and just made it work. And it's been beautiful throughout its good times and bad times, because I'm not saying that my life is perfect, because it's not perfect by far, but it's been definitely enjoyable. It's been fun as hell, and I'm having a blast. And I hope that you're enjoying your life too. You know, wherever you may be and whatever point you may be in your life. You know, I think that my point of view, when it's applied to any circumstance, I think you wind up being a winner either way. You know, because if your mentality is the first thing that clicks is, you know what, I'm maybe in a bad position, a fucked up situation. Let me see what positive I could extract out of that, and then, you know, wean through the negative and, you know, work with what you got and continue pushing forward. Because I notice a lot of times people, they focus on the negatives. They kind of bask in in that negative realm, and so much so that it becomes toxic, all the while not doing what they really should be doing, which is I just identify the problem and then swiftly and quickly switch into solution mode and catapulting and circumventing yourself around that problem, and get into that next level, which is great. I hope you guys have been taking care of yourselves, you know, during these times. I'm not going to talk about the virus. I'm not going to give percentages of numbers that, you know, that whatever, whether exceeding, whether, if you notice that in all of my videos, I don't get into this propaganda and this media stuff. And, you know, if I spoke about the virus, I sort of, you know, put a little twist to it. lightened up the mood, made it into like a joke scenario, not necessarily joking about the virus, but sort of like I just said, I'm not the type to dwell on a problem. Maybe some people may think that I'm a little cold towards certain situations, or I just don't care. It could be interpreted that way too, that I don't care or I just don't give a fuck, and that's just not the case. I just have a different way of how I approach situations and how I filter through situations and process them, which allows me to just get ahead and go a little farther, a little quicker than some people. Because it's with me, it's like bang, bang, bang. Because you know what? If you can't control a situation, you might as well just push it to the side. If you can't deal with it, you can't handle it. If it's too much, whatever it is, definitely you have to tackle. You have to be intelligent in how you operate, but you're focusing on the negatives it's not the answer. It's not the key. It becomes toxic. It actually holds you down, breaks your spirit, and that's not what we want to do here. We want to keep it light. We want to keep it positive. We want to put some positive influence out there in the form of humor, in the form of however it comes out, actually. And they may come out in a lot of different ways. I'm a lot of different characters. I mean, not to say that I'm some sort of psychopath or anything like that, but I'm like a kaleidoscope, there are a lot of different dimensions and a lot of different shades to me. And I just hope that I'll be able to expose that here and with you and share that and have a blast while doing so. And which is what I am having. I'm having a wonderful time, a great time. It's great. It's been phenomenal. And I hope that it continues to grow and prosper. And I hope that at this point, I hope that we definitely start to interact a little more. And you guys definitely, don't be afraid to criticize me, critique me. Shoot me a comment. Shoot me a comment. If you feel that I've done something that might be inappropriate or said something that might be a little off the deep, let me know. Pull me up. Put me in line. Put me in check. And not saying that I would abide by it, but I'll definitely hear you out and correct myself if I feel that I need correction, because ultimately, ain't nobody tell me what to do. Feel me? I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I thank you very much for your love and support, your words of encouragement. And you guys are very dear to me. And I'm going to continue doing the very best that I possibly can. Thank you for bearing with me. These videos are going to become better and better each and every time. And definitely wait till summertime come. Wait till summertime come. Ooh.